Hi, so in this video we're going to be looking at factorising a quadratic into two brackets. When we talk about quadratic, we're talking about expression like this, where the highest power of x is 2, so an x squared expression. Okay, so the first thing we do is we look at this last number, and we think of numbers that multiply together to give us that number. So this can come from 1 times 6, 2 times 3, minus 1 times minus 6, and minus 2 times minus 3. We then look at the coefficient of our x term, so the number in front of our x, which is 5, and we look at our list and say which one of these pairs add together to give us plus 5. So 1 plus 6 will give us 7, 2 plus 3 will give us 5, that's what we want. Minus 1 plus minus 6 will give us minus 7, and minus 2 plus minus 3 will give us minus 5. So obviously the pair we want is the 2 and the 3. Now we put this number into our two brackets. We do x plus 2 because we use positive 2 and positive 3, and x plus 3. And if we multiplied this out, we did x times x, that would give you x squared. X times 3 would give you 3x. 2 times x would give you 2x plus the other 3x gives you 5x, and 2 times 3 will give you the 6. So if you multiply this out, you would come back to your original expression. Now there's just some rules, some things just to help you get faster at these. You don't really have to learn them, but sometimes they help people. Okay, so if we have a plus and a plus, so positive 6x and plus 8, we then have inside our brackets plus 4, well, positive and a positive. So the reason for that is if you do 4 times 2, you get plus 8, and plus 4 plus 2 gives me plus 6. So here, if I have a negative here and a positive here, that we can only get that by having two negative signs. So the minus 4 times the minus 2 will give us positive 8, like we want, and then minus 4 plus minus 2 will give me minus 6, which is what we want. Now if I have a negative here, that means the two signs must be different, because I want to have plus times a minus, which will give me a minus. So plus 4 times minus 2 will give me minus 8. And then you have to decide which one takes the plus and which one takes the minus. Now you just think which one's going to win. So I've got plus 2 here, which means the thing with the positive must be the winner. So that goes with the bigger number. So we get plus 4 plus minus 2, which would still give me positive 2. And then on this one, we've got the minus 8, so we got a minus and a plus. And which is going to win, the plus or the minus? The minus wins, so the minus must have the bigger number. So that goes with the minus 4. Okay, so if the second sign is positive, that means that we have both of our pairs must have the same sign. And if the second sign is negative, the signs are different. Okay, I hope that's helpful. There'll be another video where the coefficient of x squared is not 1. Okay, bye.